Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews.
We need your support, so if you like what we do, please support us by joining our Patreon page.
Visit our partner pureatbowling.com and use the special code TAMER when making a purchase to be entered into a monthly drawing. I want to thank Limerick Bowl for their support. If you're in the area, don't forget to visit Limerick Bowl in Limerick, Pennsylvania. Today we have the new Motiv Rogue Assassin. We're testing it on a 40-foot medium house shot. First impressions, great cover added to a great core. What can go wrong? Well, honestly, not much with the Rogue Assassin. For value, an A was pretty easy. The first impression holds with this piece. I can easily see this being a benchmark ball in most bags that bodes very well in terms of versatility. Overall, we gave the Assassin an A. The Rogue Assassin combines essentially the quintessential benchmark core with a strong cover stock from the Jackal Ghost. For those that have watched my Best of series, Jackal Ghost was one of my favorite solid ASIMs of this and last season. You never know precisely what you'll get when you combine two elements, but in this case it works very well. Bottom line is the Assassin has traction. The cover is strong with a gritty finish. Despite that, it never felt like it was laboring. It not only started up relatively early, but it also had real giddy up downlane. I absolutely love the combination of low RG and medium diff cores. It really feels like a symmetric Jackal Ghost. The roll characteristics are quite similar. The cover digs in and gets the ball going. The core has a smooth transition that nicely balances with the timing of the cover read of the mid lane. And all that allows for a really heavy roll through the pins, and don't think for 1 second this ball can't cover boards or labors. In fact, the first ball I missed 15 at the arrows to 4, and I turned around thinking zero chance. I had to watch it back in the video that it struck. Missing in didn't hold for me as the ball really does go. Got into about 17 to 8 and it left me ringing corner. That's why I switched to the Rogue Blade and went back to 16 to 8 to see what it does, and it's pretty much indistinguishable on that line. On the same line as the ring corner with the Assassin, the Rogue just about crumbles the bucket. Ultimately, the difference is the Rogue Blade is going to feel just a touch longer with about the same backhand overall. Sean is back as our high rev tester, and for Sean, the Rogue Assassin is pretty much a pocket magnet. I mean, he's using less axis rotation than I, so isn't covering as many boards, even with a higher rev rate. That also helps him control the pocket, playing more direct without as aggressive reaction to friction. And still you can see that the Assassin does start up early enough, but not so early you feel it's just going to stop. It does roll out a couple times, and that's ultimately because this much surface for house shot is unnecessary for Sean. While playing close to the friction, and the rev rate and earlier roll does compound the issue. Nevertheless, it was quite a straightforward and fairly easy ball to test. Sean used the Venom Shock quite effectively for a long time, and really this ball just fits perfectly between the Venom Shock and the Jackal Ghost. Bryan was up next, and to prove the ball works for all testers, he proceeded to throw a bunch of strikes. I mean, again, really solid ball motion for Bryan. He stuffed the pocket on several shots. I mean, occasionally the ball bailed as it rolled a bit early, but maybe they weren't great shots. However, I want you to see everything so you can get an idea of what the ball's about. He also tested the loop out to the friction when the front just started to go, and it did come back and carried for the most part, and a pretty versatile roll. Sometimes lots of surface with symmetrics don't work out great for Bryan on house shots as they force him in, but then the balls don't have the oomph to go through the pins. He generally didn't have as much of that issue with the Rogue Assassin. However, he did feel there was a relatively clear limit on this walled up pattern in terms of how deep he can get. Final thoughts. The Rogue Assassin looks to be a great piece. I think it really does fit perfectly between the strong, more angular Jackal Ghost and the very smooth and early Venom Shock. I know in the Motiv Ball Guide it wouldn't be instinctual to pick that up, you know, the way the lineup is drawn. However, as a practical bowling matter, that's how I see them complementing each other. Honestly, it's strong enough to make the medium-heavy lineup somewhat redundant in between. It's not that the villain and Forge aren't good balls, it's just a matter of simplicity in arsenal. However you design your bag, I don't say this much, but this ball's a must for Motiv fans. Anyone considering jumping into Motiv, this is easily the one I would recommend to try first.
Happy to tell you the one Tamer Bowling Ball Reviews.